Okay, so in this video I'm going to show you how to graph parabolas from the equation. The equation holds all the information we need to do a pretty reasonable sketch of our parabola. So let's first start by factorising this, and that will start to give us the things that we need. So we've done this about 50 times. So let's start with our brackets, put our x's in it. Two numbers that multiply to be 5 and add to be minus 6 is minus 5 and minus 1. If you need information on how to do that, you'll need to go back to a previous video on factorising quadratics. So from this information we can get lots of data for our graph. So if we want to find the y-intercept, that is when the line crosses the y-axis. What we know about the y-axis, for all values of y, plus and minus, the value of x is 0. So 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0 minus 3, 0 minus 5. So for all values of y, x is 0. So what that will allow us to do is we will let, for our equation, x equals 0. And we're going to substitute that into this equation to work out what y is equal to. So we say y is equal to, instead of the x, we put 0 minus 5, and then our second set of brackets, 0 minus 1. And we solve that, minus 5 times minus 1 equals 5. So now we've got the point when x is 0, y is 5. So I can mark that point on here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is our y-intercept, and there's only one place a parabola will ever cross the y-axis. Unlike the x-intercept, so our x-intercept is when y is 0. So 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0. So we will let y equal 0. So if we use the same equation, 0, so that's our y equals x minus 5, x minus 1. So we've seen this before when we've done the null factor law. So either this must equal 0 or this must equal 0 for this equation to be true. So we can split that into two parts. 0 equals x minus 5, or 0 equals x minus 1. And we solve that to find x. We know that x is 5, or x equals 1. So in this case it gives us 2 points. It gives us the point 5, 0, and it gives us the point 1, 0. And those 2 points both occur on the x-axis. So the point 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the point 1, 0. So we're starting to get a look at our parabola. Okay? So starting here, it's going down and then coming up. So the next thing we have to find is our turning point. Because parabolas are symmetrical, we know that our turning point is going to be halfway between here and here. So to find the turning point, to find the x point, it's going to be halfway between here and here. So x is going to be equal to these two numbers, okay, our two x coordinates. So 5 plus 1 divided by 2. 5 plus 1 is 6, divided by 2 is 3. So we know that our x-coordinate is going to be, the x-coordinate of our turning point is going to be 3. So it's going to be somewhere in this plane here. So how far down does it go? Well, to find that out, we're going to put this x into our equation to find out what the y value is. So we say y equals x is 3 in both brackets, minus 5 and minus 1. So here we've replaced the 3, which we know is our turning point x value, into our original equation. So we've got 3 minus 5 is minus 2 times 3 minus 1, which is 2, so it is minus 4. So we know that y equals minus 4. So our turning point is going to be 3 minus 4. So we've got our 3, and if we go down 1, 2, 3, 4, this is our turning point here. As this is just a sketch, we can just freehand draw our draw our parabola like that. It's not great, but it gives us our idea. It's got 3 main points that we know what our equation is. Okay, so that's the end of that. I will do another example on the next video.